On the Pond, Herman T. and Friends, written by Pamela Dixon, illustrated by Salvador Capian. Herman T. and Friends at the Pond. It was a beautiful morning on the pond. The sun was shining, and Herman was waking up with his usual morning stretch. First out popped his head, then his legs, and last his tail. His shell was a comfortable place to sleep. Herman was a very friendly turtle, always a good morning to his friends in the pond, and sometimes a wink and a smile to any new members. This morning, Herman thought he would take a swim around the shore to see if he could find a tire for sunbathing. Herman noticed a small boat passing when he realized a boy in the boat was reaching in the water. The boy picked Herman up in the net and put him inside the boat in a large bucket of water. When the boat reached the shore, the boy put Herman in a box with a dish of water. This was not turning out to be such a good day. Everyone in the pond was sad when Herman didn't return that evening. The turtles asked Mr. Crow if he would fly around the pond and look for Herman. He must be lost or maybe even stuck in the tire where he was sunbathing. Mr. Crow was flying around the pond when he spotted Herman in a large box near the pond. He landed on the box and asked Herman what happened. Once Herman explained about the boy in the boat, he asked Mr. Crow to please help him out of the box. "I'm not sure how to get you out of there, Herman. I'll fly over to the owl's tree. He is the wisest bird and will know what to do," said Mr. Crow. Off he flew to the owl's tree and knocked on the tree by the hole where Owl lived. "Yes, Mr. Crow, what can I do for you?" asked Owl. "You look very worried." "Herman is stuck in a box by the pond, and I don't know what to do to help him out. It is important he is back in the pond before the boy who caught him wakes up in the morning," Mr. Crow explained. "Well, I have an idea of how we can help you. We must get Osgood the Beaver and give him this message." Owl whispered to Mr. Crow just what to do. Mr. Crow knew where to find Osgood. Look for the twigs and mud and bark. He will be building a dam or bridge. That's what beavers do. When Osgood the Beaver arrived, he sat next to the box, explaining to Herman how he would build a bridge from the pond to the box with sticks and bark so Herman could walk back to the pond. Herman wasn't sure how he would climb out of the box. The sides were very slick. "Osgood, would you be so kind as to help me out of the box? I cannot climb up the sides." "Hold on," said Osgood. "You can climb up my tail." Herman climbed Osgood's tail to the top of the box and walked down on the bridge Osgood built. "Great job, Osgood. Beavers are the best builders on the pond," Herman said. Herman was so glad to be back in the water, he swam as fast as he ever had to reach all his friends. Everyone was cheering so loud that bubbles were coming out of the water. "Thank you, Owl and Osgood, for all your help. And a special thanks to you, Mr. Crow, for finding me and getting me home," said Herman. "Well," Mr. Crow said, "I wouldn't leave you where you were. You're not a box turtle, and it was certainly easy to find you after all. You are a map turtle," laughed Mr. Crow. It was a great evening in the pond. The end.